Oh, hi there. How's it going? Primetime CP23 here. Back with another Diablo 3 video. Uh, Today, we're going to be talking about Season 12, and we're going to be and more importantly than that, we're going to be talking about my plans for the start of Season 12. So, in case you hadn't heard, Season 12, pretty much everything got buffed. And pretty much everything anybody could want to play was buffed. Including some wizard things. Now, I have never mained wizard until this season, because I'm having an unfair amount of fun with Explosive Blast. Like, I'm basically maining Explosive Blast Wizard this season. I don't really care about, all the, Archon or non-Archon builds, whatever. None of that matters to me. I'm having fun just testing out Explosive Blast, just kind of messing around. It seems super duper fun. And it also seems like it's going to be a ridiculously good way to build up things like Death's Breaths and stuff like that that's really important, especially early season. So the first goal of the season is going to be to get Explosive Blast Wizard up and rolling. And then the next goal after that is going to be just to kind of use it, have fun, get a bunch of blood shards, or not blood shards, Death's Breaths. I mean, probably blood shards too. I'm sure that'll be a part of it. And just kind of see where the season takes us. My plans for Season 11 kind of got derailed because they announced all these buffs and in the PTR, and then at that point it's like, well, why would anyone want to play Season 11 at this point? So I pretty much quit playing Season 11 and have just kind of been waiting for Season 12. I didn't decide on Wizard until this week, like today, actually. Actually, that's a lie. Today, as I'm recording this, but I'm recording this on Monday night, or I'm sorry, Tuesday night. So it's not like I decided 10 minutes before the season what I'm going to play. I decided today on Tuesday. I don't know. I'm really excited to play a class I've never really played before. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to kind of master this build in particular. And then once I get Explosive Blast down, then of course I'll start working more on both the Archon builds and the non-Archon builds. Just like last video, shout out to my transmogs, because it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. As of right now, I've got most of the wizard items, but not particularly good versions of them. Like, I've got mostly non-ancient stuff. This video is actually being recorded on T10, which doesn't seem like much, but early season, if I can do T10 with the Sages set, I mean, we're talking about plain and simple, we're talking about a lot of Death's Breaths really early on in the season. Once I get better at the build, then we're going to start talking about doing this on T13. Which, by the way, in the process of attempting to test this recording, I was actually doing this on T13, and it would go really well for a minute, and then I would die 4 times in a row. And I couldn't figure out why. So that's kind of why I'm like, you know what, I'll just record this on T10, and we'll go from there. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. This is the first time I've ever tried to use the mouse wheel as my primary movement. I've always used the actual right click, or left click, I guess, for movement. So this is really, really foreign to me. But for some reason, it just seems to work better, because with Explosive Blast, you're not... If you're holding down the button to move, you're not casting Explosive Blast. Like right now, I've got Explosive Blast on Numlock. So if I'm moving like this, if I'm holding down my my right click, which if I force standstill is electrocute, it's not casting. But as soon as I take it off, it starts casting again. So in order to move through the rift and continue to kill everything, I need to not be holding it, because then it won't recast. And if it's not recasting, I'm not killing things. So it's just the little intricacies like that that I don't know yet about, specifically about this build, but about Wizard in general, that I'm really excited about. As for goals, I just realized I've been ranting for like 15 minutes and I haven't actually set out any goals for you all. So as I think I started to say earlier, I had some big goals planned out for... Wow, I have a lot of toughness. Well, what? I had a lot of goals planned out for Season 11, and then I just didn't do any of them, because I was too focused on making sure that I didn't burn myself out on a season that didn't matter. So I didn't really play that much. I got caught up playing Destiny 2, and I just kind of lost focus, lost interest in Diablo for a while there. All the while knowing that I was going to get my interest back as soon as this season dropped. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And so for the upcoming season, like I said, I got a couple goals. Because of all the buffs to everything, I got a new goal of clearing a Greater Rift 100 solo, which is ridiculous to think about because last season my goal was a GR 90 solo, and I think I did a 75. Yeah. Last season I did a 75 with Monk. Or Demon Hunter, rather. Granted, I didn't do much pushing, and I just didn't really try that hard on a lot of this stuff. But my goal for 4-man groups last season was to do a 100. My goal this season for me is to do a 100 solo, which would be ridiculous compared to what I've done in the past. I have just under 20 hours of wizard time total, and I'm planning to get 20 hours of wizard time opening weekend of the season. Before I go back to work on Monday the 13th, I plan to have over 20 hours played with a wizard, just in Season 12. So my time played is going to skyrocket. After wizard, I think I'll probably make a necromancer and then possibly even a witch doctor and just do a full intelligence season. I haven't decided for sure yet, but that's just kind of what I was thinking. Thinking it might be kind of fun to do a full intelligence season. Because see, all my past seasons, like Season 8 was my first season. I played almost exclusively Monk, as you can see. Season 9, almost exclusively Barbarian. But I also played some Crusader, so that was an almost all-strength season. And so that was pretty fun. Season 10 was very spread out. I played 88 hours of Demon Hunter, that was my main. 11 hours Barb, 14 hours Crusader, 2 hours of Monk, 6 hours of Witch Doctor, and 7 hours of Wizard. So I played a little bit of everything in Season 10, because that was obviously before the Necromancer came out. But, and then this previous season, I mained Demon Hunter. My secondary was probably Witch Doctor, because I went out of my way to make a Legacy of Nightmares Witch Doctor. And then I had a Barbarian that was kind of my third character. So I had all 3 main stats last season as well. And then very, very late in the season, my fiance bought Diablo 3, and I played a Necromancer, she played Demon Hunter, just kind of messing around, teaching her how to play and all that. And I made a Wizard, and how did I do with Wizard? Oh, I cleared a 67 in 6 hours of playing. Okay, that's a little better than I expected to have done, but whatever. So anyway, I think very realistically I can... Well, realistically, I can clear probably a Greater Rift 90 this season. I'm shooting for a GR 100 solo. I don't really have a group goal because I don't have a set group. Like I said, my fiance just got the game. She's going to be playing with me on opening night and throughout opening weekend. I don't know how much she's going to play. I don't know if she's going to, try and get into the real end game grind like what I'm going to do. But I do know that it's going to be fun. It's going to be a very fun season. My goal is to continue to create content and start making a lot more content. Wizard, obviously, this season is going to have so much more, just so many more builds, because the last few seasons have been so dominated by Archon that this season, if you're not playing Archon, you're still okay. And so I kind of want to test out a bunch of different builds, see what I like best. Like I said, I think it's going to be... I'm pretty confident that my favorite build is going to be this one, Explosive Blast. But, you know, I'm really not positive because I haven't played much. I'm excited to play a Sage set build because in those 2 rifts, I got 56 death breaths. In the time of I was literally at 0 death breaths when I started this recording, and I'm now 56 after 2 rifts. So I'm pretty hype to play something with the Sages set, to main something with the Sages set. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about enough rambling for one day. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Like I said, I'm recording this on Tuesday night. I got all my videos set up for Wednesday and Thursday, and then probably Thursday night I'll start doing the same grind I've done the last couple seasons, where I'm going to post my greater of 20 clear. I'm going to post any interesting highlights or anything from opening night, opening weekend. I'll probably post my greater of 70 clear that unlocks primals. And I don't know. After that, we'll just see what kind of happens. Like I said, I'm going to be looking into making some more build guides and things of that nature. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a fun season. I hope you stick around. I hope you've stuck around through 18 minutes of me rambling. So, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, this is Primetime CP23, and I'm out.